Well, all of this started with a dream. Growing up, I wasn't exactly the bookworm type, more of a casual browser, especially when it comes to travel and car magazines. But let me tell you, those glossy pages filled with sleek cars and stunning locations sparked something in me. From that moment on, I've been dreaming of flying to different countries and driving different cars. Let me take you on a journey through the photos I've taken over the years.
I don't really know why, but Paris has always been at the top of my bucket list. Maybe it's because of the stories I heard about it when I was young, or the rumors of its incredible beauty. Perhaps it's all the movies set there, or the stunning photos of the Eiffel Tower I've seen online. Whatever the reason, I've always felt a strong pull towards visiting this magical city. Paris, the city of lights. I remember putting the Eiffel Tower as the background of my laptop and dreaming of taking photos of a supercar next to it. A dream I thought was impossible. I must have taken hundreds of photos of the Eiffel Tower. Each click of the shutter was a reminder that dreams can come true. There are 284 steps via a tiny spiral staircase to go up the Arc de Triomphe. The stairs are a little bit overwhelming at first because it doesn't seem to end. But once you're at the top, you understand the worth of climbing the staircase. The view up top, man, it's really amazing. It's one of the best views I have ever seen in my life. While standing there, I really pinched myself. I was in awe that I got the chance to go there. Fulfilled. Yet, I cannot believe that it's real. It still feels like a dream. I guess Paris was at the top of my bucket list for all the right reasons. It's just very, very beautiful city. If I can go back, I will go back again and again. There's something about this city that makes me really, really happy. It's a very beautiful city indeed. It's not perfect, but it is beautiful. Germany, the birthplace of the automobile. For me, it was also the beginning of something extraordinary. Working in Germany gave me the chance to see hypercars and supercars up close. I was fortunate to meet people who believed in me, who saw my potential on an international stage. Being in Germany, even for a brief period, was a monumental experience. I'm incredibly grateful to everyone who supported and believed in me, making this dream a reality. It was my first time out of the country, and I was overjoyed to explore, see, and experience as much as I could. Then came the Nürburgring Nordschleife, also known as the Green Hell. Back in school, there was a question in our yearbook. I answered without hesitation that it is a dream to go to the toughest, most legendary racetrack in the world, the Nürburgring in Germany. It's a sprawling 20.832 kilometers of automotive nirvana. Oh, the memories come flooding back. I can't even count how many times I rumbled on to my friends, especially to Panday and Rap, about my burning desire to visit the Nürburgring and chase those cars. They weren't exactly car enthusiasts and didn't quite grasp my obsession, but I couldn't help myself. My friends Tolson and Fabian drove 1,000 kilometers to help me fulfill my dream of seeing the Nürburgring.
No, man. I'm just really lucky. Oh, yeah.
I felt like I still had many things to fulfill in Germany. It was autumn in Europe and I was waiting to experience snow, but I had to fly back home. Even with a heavy heart, I left with profound gratitude for having experienced all those things. An experience of a lifetime that I will never forget. Fulfilling the most impossible dreams I had was just amazing. I will never forget that early morning. It's around 4 a.m. I opened the hotel room curtains and for the first time in my life, I saw snowfall. Snow. Winter dreams. For many, snow might seem ordinary, but for someone like me who grew up in a tropical country, it was a dream. I often wondered what it would feel like, always seeing it in movies. I made it a personal goal to experience snow one day. This journey was incredibly significant because it took so long to realize this dream. I almost resigned myself to the idea that it might never happen, but I couldn't just give up. So I packed my bags and took a Subaru up the mountain. It was one of the most challenging drives I've ever undertaken, but also the most scenic one. Most of the photos from this trip were taken on an iPhone because my camera battery died before we reached the mountains. Despite this setback, the road trip was one of the most beautiful experiences I've ever had. The journey was incredible. Even though I was often shivering in the freezing temperatures, it was exhilarating. I was worn out from driving endless kilometers to and from the mountains. But man, witnessing the snow for the first time was pure magic. another dream I thought was impossible. I often refer to things as impossible because where I came from, opportunities to pursue my passions are few and far between. I grew up on one of the stunning islands in the Philippines. My enthusiasm for cars came from my family, particularly my brothers and my father, that I bear. Photography captured my heart because of the automotive and travel magazines my brothers used to have. I'd spent hours poring over those pages, imagining what would it feel like to drive those cars and how nice would it be to explore different countries. Even before I could get behind the wheel, I began snapping photos of cars with my ancient phones. It was my way of holding on to my dreams, so I guess that's where the adventure began. But it wasn't easy. I was in college studying computers. I felt lost. I'm not interested in learning because I know I want to be with cars. Then, tragedy struck with my father's passing, leaving us without financial stability. However, amidst the chaos, my passion for cars burned brighter than ever. I was determined to pursue my dreams of capturing cars in stunning shots and exploring the world behind their wheels. So, despite the uncertainty of how I would make it happen, I embarked on my journey, starting with being a vehicle mechanic. It was a time of juggling work on my days off, squeezing in photography whenever I could between shifts at the garage, where I worked for my bosses, Dabby and Gerald. Days blurred into nights as I found myself commuting home at odd hours, unable to afford rent in bustling Manila. I remember a time when I didn't even have an extra 20 pesos to ride a jeepney to the bus station going to my province. So I had to walk approximately 6 to 7 kilometers in the scorching weather of Manila just to get there. I often walked great distances because I didn't have the money to pay for fares. I just kept walking and walking, hoping that hard work and effort would eventually get me where I needed to be. I began snapping photos of anything that caught my eye, gradually honing my skills. It took a while before I could scrape together enough funds to purchase the most basic SLR camera available at the time. Fortunately, my friend Ivy saw something special in my work. She went as far as turning some of my photos into calendars, which gave me a much needed confidence boost. It made me think, just maybe, there's something here worth pursuing. When Ashley also expressed admiration for the photos that I took, it fueled my confidence even further. Still, deep down, I wrestled with the fear that I might not measure up to others' standards. Back in high school, I used to tell my friend Hazel that I always felt that whatever I tried to be good at, there was always someone better. Like, I want to play a guitar, but this guy is already playing canon rock like it's nothing. Or I want to draw, but this guy can do better, etc. Basically, I have limited myself from learning, and that mindset held me back. Looking back now, I guess even back then, I just wanted to do something exceptional, something that I knew would make myself proud. Over time, I realized that it wasn't about being the best, it was about following my dreams and passions.
Under my wings, I can feel the air pulling me up as I leave you there. Return to the tears, I can hear them say, written like a poem, but with broken wings.
For a quick answer, no, it's not my Ferrari. I wish it were, truly, but owning a Ferrari is still a distant dream. I wouldn't even call myself a photographer. I can't even afford an expensive professional camera. I'm still using a basic one that fits my budget because, well, that's just how life is. The photos that was in this video was mainly taken using basic camera or just an iPhone. I'm still hustling every day with whatever I have to follow my passion, hoping that one day my efforts will allow me to afford such things. With that being said, I am incredibly grateful and happy for the opportunity to drive these amazing cars that I've dreamt of since I started this journey. My God, it's been an incredible ride. Well, with all of that, it's never been an easy journey. A few months after starting my journey here in Dubai, the COVID-19 pandemic hit. The roads were closed, we couldn't go to work, and it was incredibly stressful living so far from my family. I even considered giving up because I didn't want to be alone. Fortunately, I met a good friend who made me believe that better days were ahead. From that point on, I kept moving forward. I walked, I chased my dreams. Wherever there were supercars, I went, despite what my colleagues thought. They saw it as a waste of time and money, but I believed in my dreams. I've captured incredible cars, including some of the rarest supercars on the planet. It's been an absolutely amazing journey. Looking back at the places I've been and the cars I've driven, I'm immensely grateful to everyone who supported and believed in me. I hope Tatay Bear is proud wherever he may be. It's okay to be lost sometimes. We might not always know if we are on the right path, but we have to keep moving forward. Dare to dream the impossible. and work on it every day. Everything is possible. Keep believing, keep working, and one day you'll reach that dream. It's not always easy. Most of the time, you have to take lonely roads just to get where you need to be. It gets very lonely sometimes, but it will all be worth it. Like, who would have thought that a kid playing with plastic toy cars from the local market, sitting on the hood of his older brother's Ford Escort Mark II with the Gran Turismo sticker, would have his dreams ignited by that very car? My love for cars and the open road began there. I was just captivated by cars, watching videos online, going to local car meets, and playing racing games like Gran Turismo. I have never imagined that my impossible dreams of traveling the world and driving different cars would come true. It took me approximately 7 years of hard work and unrelenting pursuit to prove that a kid with dreams can show that determination makes the impossible possible. From nothing to capturing dreams, I am truly grateful.
It's fine.